You Can't Run Forever is a viciously intensive thriller released on May 17, 2024. Embedded in this engaging cinema is suspense, anxiety, and loads of excitement as it takes us on a roller coaster ride alongside the characters. Starring the incredible Oscar-winning J.K. Simmons as the main character. The movie was for sure met with high hopes, being directed and co-written by his wife of more than 30 years. Schumacher only fuels the already soaring expectations of the movie. You Can't Run Forever kicks off with a scene of a wholesome-looking middle-aged man, later revealed as Wade, on a motorcycle as he comes to a halt at a gas station. He observes an average-looking man cuss out at his dog. Edged on by two observers who seem to be a couple, Wade reaches out to his jacket, pulls a gun, and kills the three unfortunates, only responding with the phrase, "Does it matter?" when the petrified third victim queried his motive. The disturbing scene is a clear giveaway to what is to unfold. The settings looked encouraging as we were introduced to other main characters aside from Wade. Jenny, a pregnant mom, finally seems to be happy after remarrying a kind and caring Eddie after having a divorce. Both have daughters from past relationships. Miranda, Jenny's teen daughter, suffers from a panic attack following a recent traumatic event, while Emily Cooper, Eddie's daughter, is off to college and barely around. Regardless of their not-so-perfect circumstances, the duo seems determined to create a loving family bond. They seem to be making headway on their quest to better lives when Eddie and Miranda have an unfortunate encounter with deranged Wade, exhibiting actions suggestive of sociopathic tendencies. To get through to his stepdaughter, Eddie sets out with Miranda on a trip to pick up a hand-carved bassinet in the hope of gaining insight into her thoughts. Eddie strikes up a conversation with her. Midway into their discussion, Miranda requests to use the public bathroom. They come in contact with creepy Wade, and it only took a transient moment for things to go south, as seemingly evil Wade is in hot pursuit of the pair. They take off running for their dear lives. Eventually catching up with them, Wade brutally robs Eddie of his life. Following the tragic end of her stepfather, Miranda hurriedly makes her way into the woods, away from the ruthless maniac. He follows her and chases her with the precision of a hunter. Wade constantly calls out for her, intending to coax her out of her hiding place as she truly cannot hide forever. Meanwhile, the harrowing news reaches Jenny and Emily back home. Panicking, Jenny tries to engage the unstable predator, furiously pleading for her life of her daughter to be spared. After failing to make an emotional connection with the killer, she makes her way online, figuring that she might find helpful information to save her daughter. The movie then leads to a backstory of Wade's life as a broke college professor with an adulterous wife. Could his circumstances be responsible for this psychopathic way of thinking? The movie is packed with intense and traumatic incidents, and it ends on a rather unexpected note. At its core, the film explores human nature, delving into human intricacies, relationships, and repercussions of our actions. It visually conveys various themes and messages spread all over several sections of the movie. The central theme is when Miranda finds herself alone with a psycho in the middle of nowhere, using all her strength and resourcefulness to survive, unleashing her inner warrior. She surprises herself at how strong she can be in the face of adversity. Pushing her stalker to his limits, she gave him a run for his money. Miranda shows bravery, resilience, and self-survival, refusing to give up until the very end. Jenny's persistence and refusal to lose hope in her ability to save her daughter depicts true love and how far it is humans can go for the ones that they sincerely care about. The movie also reflects greatly on family bonds and the importance of sticking together, no matter what. This can be seen playing out throughout the entirety of the movie. The movie explores friendship for a fleeting moment when Miranda meets Todd as they both endeavor to survive while looking out for each other. Finally, the movie emphasizes the consequences of our actions, as every character seems to get what they deserve at the very end. The iconic J.K. Simmons has appeared in almost 250 productions that span movies, stage, television, and even video games. Perhaps most remarkable is his ability to bring his A game and turn in a phenomenal effort. He performed no less in this movie as he delivered a stellar performance, taking the audience alongside him on a wild ride filled with tension and anxiety. The talented Isabella Anaya also did a decent job of portraying all the emotions necessary to the audience. Fernanda Urrejola, Jenny, thrived in her role as she perfectly conveyed the feeling of sadness, anticipation, and anxiety of a worried mother. The movie featured other fun-to-watch actors like Alan Leech, Eddie, Max Griffin, Ben, and Olivia Simmons, Emily, as they went the extra mile to yield a great output. The director, Michelle Schumacher, is worthy of tribute as the movie exudes great storytelling with an eclectic blend of tension, drama, and anxiety. An award-worthy achievement in the intensity of certain scenes aimed at keeping the audience riveted and perched on the edge of their seats. We can certainly assert that the Simmons combination is a lethal formula that yields impressive results. The camera angles, movement, and lighting and exposures seamlessly collaborated to bring the story to life whilst enhancing the visual aesthetic of the movie. A lot of techniques seemed to be required as there was clear evidence of the perfect positioning of the camera, the zooming in and out of the camera in various scenes when necessary, and exceptional cinematography to bring the audience as intimate and relatable to the characters as they can be. The fighting in the entire movie was decent and didn't in any way take away from the movie. The locations work hand in hand with the plot as the main setting, being in the woods, further highlights how lonely and scared Miranda must have felt. The overall aesthetic was a bomb, enormously adding depth to the plot. You Can't Run Forever featured amazing songs like Shaking Off the Rust by the Blue Stones, Needed Up Kids by the Speed Wobbles, Close the Door by Frankie J, and many other melodious tracks, expertly integrated, enhancing pivotal scenes and adding to the characters' emotional arcs. Launching the movie by Shaking Off the Rust with Blue Stones sets the tone for a cinematic tone that will tug at your heartstrings. The songs are seamlessly weaved together, from haunting melodies to pulse-pounding action sequences. All in all, the soundtrack of the movie is a triumph that will resonate with the audience long after the movie ends. Michelle Schumacher weaves a complex narrative that expertly balances a suspense and emotional depth that will keep you intense and on the edge of your seat. But beneath the surface of this gripping thriller lies a rich tapestry of moral lessons and family bonds. The characters are multidimensional and relatable, with each character and each actor bringing depth and nuance to their role. Even with its promising premise and intense atmosphere, You Can't Run Forever falls short of its potential, earning a disappointing 3.5 out of 10 from 7 movie critics on Rotten Tomatoes. Despite the harrowing reviews by the critics, however, a majority of cinema audiences found it quite an enjoyable watch. You Can't Run Forever is a heart-pounding, edge-of-your-seat thrill ride that will keep you intensely invested from the start to finish. This gripping movie masterfully weaves a complex narrative, expertly balancing suspense, tension, and intrigue. The film's greatest strength lies in its ability to craft a sense of urgency and desperation, making it impossible to look away. However, the reveal of Wade's backstory, intended to provide depth, instead diminishes the mystery surrounding the character, making his actions feel less nuanced and less compelling. Making it even more unremarkable was the ending, which feels rushed and convoluted, leaving the audience unsatisfied. Despite its flaws, I highly recommend watching this movie, as it's intense, exciting, and well crafted. The movie is a must-watch for every thriller fan who enjoys complex, twisty plots. The thriller is also going to be appreciated by audiences who appreciate gritty, realistic storytelling. I enjoyed the movie's intensity and suspense as it goes into induce the importance of family bonds and various moral lessons. And that's it. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to our channel to watch the latest and exclusive movie reviews. If you have any requests, thoughts, or recommendations for movie reviews, just drop them below in the comments section. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.